What's going on, you guys? Got some more Q&A. This time we got Marweezy91 coming in. He saw the other video of me hooking up Craig's system and wanted to know how I did some of the things in it. Well, here you go, my man. To solve the first problem, which was we couldn't get the dash unit out, for the remote wire, all we did was loop it, and yes, you're right, you can extend that wire to a simple toggle switch to wherever you want in your car. But we didn't have a toggle switch, so we did a simple little loop on the 12-volt remote. So that fixed the first problem of not being able to access the remote wire behind the head unit. And also, the second problem we ran into is that the amplifier only had low-level inputs, and we couldn't use low-level inputs because we couldn't get to the back of the receiver or even upgrade the receiver. So I put my heads together, so me and Craig put our heads together, and I came up with the idea of transferring the signal coming from the left-hand speaker right into an RCA. So we grabbed an old Nintendo cord, cut that motherfucker right in half, and I rewired both of the speaker terminals, both speaker wires into RCA terminals, plugged them right into low levels, transferred the input sensitivity all the way from 6 down to 2 because we had at least 5 amp pre-out, which was God knows how many volts, maybe 4 to 6 volts already, so we didn't need to multiply that, and turned it down to master, and that's how we fixed that for the amp, and we got tunes bumping without even touching the head unit. So next up, we got Northside Rollers coming in with some questions about wire. He wants to know where he can get it, how much it costs, and if he should use zero gauge or what. And you said you're doing 2 cars, my man. It usually takes like 25 to 30 feet, including your amps and grounds, for 1 car. So you're going to want to get like 60 feet if you're doing 2 installs. And I would recommend zero gauge. Go right for it. Don't go to your local shop. Yeah, they're kind of cool guys over there that are probably going to charge you $4 to $6 a foot. Almost full price. You would be better off going to eBay or something like it because you can still buy name brands online and get them delivered to you for pretty cheap and feel confident about the name behind it. Because a lot of brands are going to give you more plastic than copper. It's going to be this much plastic and this much wire. You'll probably find that a few times going down the road. So go name brand or don't do it. And again, now we got UltiGamer101. He's got an in-house setup, it seems, because he's being powered by PSUs. And he's having a lot of sustainability problems. He can't sustain his power very well. Well, my man, you told me that you have 2 PSUs powering 1 amp. I'm not too familiar with that kind of department, but I don't think that having 2 sources touching each other like that is such a good idea. And that might be why your amp's having a little fucking hard time. But I'm not gonna say anything. Keep doing what you're doing, man. But as far as dropping the load down, if your amp's getting hot, don't drop the load down. Keep it as high as possible, not as high as possible, but keep it at the right impedance because you don't want to fuck with anything. So I'd keep it both subs plugged into their each individual channels. I wouldn't do anything else besides that. Now we got Grey Ghost Z71. He wants to know if 2 FIBLs fully loaded on 2K will be louder than just 112 BTL fully loaded. I said, damn straight, my man, get the 2 fully loaded 10s. That'll slap way harder than just 112, even if it was fully loaded BTL. And he said, he wants really deep bass. So I'm still sticking to my guns, man. Go with that cone area, that extra cone area, and the extra power on those subs, and power them at 2,000 watts. They're gonna love seeing 1,000 watts apiece. So, that's basically all I got on that.